For the Jeep Life podcast, and we're
coming to you live.
Coming live. hot and live.
It's just your normal always coming to you live.
Coming to you live
From Studio D.
All right, who's gonna hit up that comments first? My bet's on Troy tonight. I don't know. He may have had to work since this is an off night. Hell, nobody. There might be nobody commenting on it.
I'm not even coming up as it's live. My bad.
No, that was me.
It was
I'm
Mike.
on too.
Good morning, Mike. And by morning, I mean evening.
What? Something. Time.
And here we go.
Time is all
It's all
relative.
Whatever.
That was Troy.
Whatever, Joe Rogan.
Excellent. Everybody, thanks for patience as we didn't have a show last night. Because we didn't go down as a group, we were planning on recording a show in New Jersey. And
life happens.
Life happens. So since we didn't do that.
I did some driving of the Jeep, and that's about it.
I was tired. Hi, Kristen.
You did a lot of driving this weekend.
A lot of driving. It was fun, though. Had a good time.
So I did some buying today. Bought some new springs.
You did buy some new springs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got those progressives, didn't you?
That's about it.
Yep. Good talk.
I bought the Rubicon Progressive. Rubicon Express Progressive rate. I think Frank runs them.
Was it Frank?
Yeah, Frank runs them. He runs a 2.5.
But he shocks? He has the 9500s.
No, he has monotube, Rubicon monotube. So they ride really, really nice. The shocks, they're monotube shocks, even though it's a monotube, don't react super fast if you're on washboard.
Oh, really?
So I think those springs would work a lot better with like shocks like you have.
Yeah.
Like those Fox they react so quick on washboard. Like when I was driving back, they're doing all this work on 73.
Yep.
And I think they had a bunch of toddlers repave it, and it's like washboard bad. And I mean, it just eats up. I mean, it shakes up the Honda. My Jeep's got awful on it. Like you're lucky at 30 if you can keep it in your lane.
Really?
Yours just ate it all up, and that's not a spring rate thing. That's a shock thing that has to do with dampening and rebound. And those shocks were
incredible. Might have to do a comparison.
We might.
What are you running? The bilstein?
So I'm going to have the Rubicon Express 3.5 progressive with rock crawler.
The emulsion
remote.
Shocks.
No, remote.
Well, they're but that's on emulsion shock though.
Emulsion.
I don't think that's going to react as quick as the Fox will.
This thing.
That's not a spring thing. So, like when you're on a washboard that's
what it absorbs anymore. It used to you used to feel it like the echo effect of it.
Yeah,
there's none.
No, I know that, but we'll do that sometime. Be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong because I drove Scott. Now Scott doesn't have the emulsion, the reservoir shocks, but he does have the emulsion. And there's that washboard part on what is that 901?
Oh yeah.
And his felt pretty good on there, but those Fox were like, I mean, I couldn't upset them.
Yeah.
You know?
Right now you can upset the front end.
Well, that's a different story. That's some other parts there.
Yeah.
The shocks. Unless we turn those shocks this way, it ain't gonna fix nothing.
I like that.
Soon.
What's up, Jamie? How you doing? It's good to see you this weekend and hang out. We'll talk a little bit about that once we get into the actual show. Jason, how we doing?
But yeah, his monotube didn't, like, when I drove Frank's down, his monotube didn't eat shit up. I mean, it just don't react quick. But, I mean, you're talking a $45, $50 shock versus a
couple $100.
Yeah.
$300
Yeah, it's
shock.
a different price.
It is. But, his does pretty well. It's got good road manners.
Frank's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, it's way better than mine is, and mine's all about those super fat freaking springs that are on.
Does he
there.
have down travel? How those shocks do allow for down travel?
They should be the same as mine. So I don't know. They're designed for that spring. They're designed for their 2.5 and 3.5 spring.
Yeah.
You know, for full up and down.
Yeah.
I don't know what off the top of my head. I don't know what the measurements are, but
what's happening, Dave? How you doing? Jason Martino, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We're going to hit that go live button in just a few minutes. Let's everybody take a few minutes and maybe share it out, maybe get a few more people on here. I know it's not our normal night, and so we might not see all of our regular faces on here.
But we still came to
see
party.
all of our regular faces.
And to boot, I don't think the progressive REs are as good as the triple rate RKs. They're good.
Right,
I just don't think they're the same. Like, I mean, it's just, I think it's a level up.
I was looking at the Icon Plush Ride.
I don't know nothing. I've never.
I was looking at them. I was thinking about it, and I was
going to start using them at the school because one of our vendors was going to start carrying them, but then they went out of business.
Oh.
One of our retailers, I should say. Because Icon they make. I mean, you can get coilover kits from them and all kinds of stuff. Was there Plush Ride? Is that a linear spring or is it progressive triple rate?
I don't know. It just says Plush Ride. I think it's a linear. They have a triple rate. They have a double rate.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no kidding.
Huh. I don't know anything about them. I've seen the logo, but that's about as far as
I definitely would say. I mean, in my past year's experience, RK is probably one of the best suspensions on the market, especially for an East Coast trail rig.
Yeah.
You know.
Jason has a question: how do bilstein shocks compare to Fox shocks?
They don't.
They don't.
They're somewhere between Rubicon Express monotubes and Fox shocks. They're good.
I was going to say they're an industry solid. I mean, every car manufacturer uses bilsteins, right? So they can't suck.
I think Mopar switched to. They were doing some bilstein stuff.
Yeah.
Now they're doing Fox.
Yeah, but if you're going to upgrade, upgrading to a bilstein is an upgrade for the most part.
Yeah,
it's more of a linear move.
Yeah.
You know, from one side to the other. But if you're going to upgrade, then you're definitely looking at those higher end, boutique kind of.
Yeah, I think
stuff.
like Fox reses, like you got, and adjustable reses are. I wasn't a big Fox fan until I put those on and drove that.
Yeah.
Just because I thought, it was my own ignorance. I just assumed Fox was overhyped because everybody,
right.
mountain bike
Everybody's
world,
got their sticker, their Fox sticker.
Yeah.
I'm
and
with
I just
you.
felt like, but now it's real.
It's such a difference.
Yeah.
It really is.
Now, can you buy? Does RK sell a Fox shock?
No.
Who is it that you can get Metal Cloak? I think you can get a Fox shock option.
I think so.
And that was my other thing. I'm like, when I was putting those on, I'm like, there's no way these are going to be tuned right for linear, because when I called Metal Cloak, or no, who did I call? Terraflex.
Yeah.
They assured me that their shocks, that their Falcons are not tuned for linear springs.
Okay.
And so I just assumed that the Foxes wouldn't be either, but felt pretty good as far as I could tell.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those Falcon shocks are pretty good as well.
Yeah, I've heard. I think Michael Blows has them. Blows?
Does he? I think he does. Well, because he gave me his Bilstein takeoffs.
I talked to him a long time ago about it. He said it made a huge difference.
All four never made it on my Jeep at the same time.
It's good for spares.
I installed one in a parking
lot. Yeah, before a ride. That was I'm hard on shocks. I hope I'm not hard on these.
I think that's a good question. I like that. How does Bilstein compare to Fox? And I think it's definitely a step up from a stock or a lower end shock.
Yep.
It's not a Fox, but it's also not priced as a Fox.
But I think if you're looking at like something like a Skyjacker or something like that, or a Rancho
AV,
or something,
the
Bilsteins are going to be definitely
They
step up.
They come with the AV kits.
Yeah.
So and I think the world of AV stuff too.
Yeah. So if you go buy just the stock AV, 2.5 inch lift,
right, 3.5 inch, it comes with
it's going to have the bilstein,
right,
but you can upgrade from there.
Yep.
So there's always,
yep.
Would you like to biggie size that?
Yes. Yeah. Supersize it.
Please supersize me.
All right. Let's. Are we ready to hit that button? Can we
Or do you
go
want
ahead
to
and
talk
start?
about a sponsor first?
Oh,
just one. One this time.
All right.
Please, one, sir.
Please, one. Do I have to choose?
Don, go.
Wait. Rock Slide Engineering.
Oh,
I wasn't. All right. Rock Slide Engineering.
Is that what we meant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what we meant.
Exactly what we meant.
And I got to tell you, they're good people at Rock Slide Engineering. They
Can
make
I
some
tell
great.
you about their quality assurance and
Yeah,
how much engineering? Obviously, Rock Slide Engineering. You know, kind of in the name, but they really take. They just came out with their Gen 3 rock sliders, and they have some new technology in those motors and their motor controllers. So, yeah, they're really constantly making new improvements. They covered JK, TJ, JL. I've watched a guy bash them off of every rock possible at AOAA, and they still open.
Dude, it was so nice. I got into Overkill this week and went and had lunch with Eric, and opened the door, step comes down. And I step right in.
I have yet to ride in that Jeep.
That was the first time I rode in that Jeep. I've stood beside it.
For how long now?
Yeah.
I've yet to
that
ride
Jeep's
in
like a whore. There's always people in it.
But it's the first time I ever rode in it, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So Rock Slide Engineering, they're a great partner of ours. They're giving
I could use some.
a discount code to our listeners at
Well, there
Jeep
you go.
Life 10.
I know, that's a great
Use
discount.
that code Jeep Life 10.
I'm looking at axles right now.
And you'll get 10% off. I got to tell you that
You getting your table soon?
I need to get that table. I need to order that
You
table.
gonna put it right over the stickers?
I'm going to put it right over the stickers and add more stickers
right on top of it.
right on top of it.
I need to get a hinge first, then I'm getting a table.
Yeah, a table is
I just
the
need a
double
place
decker.
to sit and work.
I like that double decker.
Think our
Is that the
laptop will
motion?
fit? You think these 16s will fit under that?
No.
No. You don't think it'll fit like between the lower shelf and the upper shelf?
I don't know. I'll talk to them and say, hey, I need a custom I need a
my
custom
Mac.
table for my Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to hit that button and start the show. Well, hello and welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. We're that Jeep Life podcast that celebrates that Jeep life. How many more times can I say that Jeep life? As many as it takes. And we do everything we can to celebrate it. It's all Jeeps all the time. Not really our slogan, but it should be. Maybe we'll embroider that on some shirts.
I like it.
But I finally got in with the studio with the guys after taking a day off, and
well, we all had to take a day.
we had to take a day. We had to take a weekend and just do our thing. Man, Bill, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Just kind of tired. Did a lot of. I drove the Jeep a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't. It's currently.
I was gonna say it's not drivable right now.
It's in pieces.
It's again. Every vehicle you have is in various states of missing pieces.
Literally, no shocks, no springs.
Yeah.
Loosened control arm bolts.
And last I saw, there was just a naked wheel.
There's a
sitting there
naked wheel
just
sitting on it. There's some naked pieces sitting on
Yeah.
it. I don't know. There may be some other pieces that are going to be going on it. Maybe a roof rack
Yeah,
is going on it.
that'd be cool.
So yeah, it's getting some new goodies.
That'd be real cool. Yeah, so
It's in its morphing phase again.
It is in its morphing phase, and I like that. It's always fun to see where it's going next.
Mm-hmm.
A guy I haven't seen in about a bazillion years. Doug,
Yeah.
how you doing, man?
Good. I did absolutely nothing Jeep related. In fact, I'm going to give you the lead in for our main topic. There's cobwebs.
Is there?
Yeah, there
is. All right. I'll
Why is there cobwebs on your Jeep?
Because it's been sitting.
It's just not been moving. Nope.
Sitting.
I got to do something to get my boy Don out in his Jeep. Maybe we'll take an impromptu ride sometime.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think I'm bringing it home this week. I think I might take the boys camping or something.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Well, it's been great. I actually did some Jeep stuff this week, and we were supposed to be as a group.
Yeah, somebody's carrying us
down at the New Jersey Fall Jeep Invasion.
Thanks, man. Thanks for carrying the team.
Yeah,
dude. I had to take one for the team. It was
real MVP right there, man.
How about it?
I got to tell you, Jamie and his team
once again
they're superstars, man.
Yeah.
They have I actually posted on Instagram. They had BMX riders. These kids were amazing, doing backflips on this little ramp.
Not kids though; they're older now, aren't they?
There's a 12-year-old.
Okay, they're kids.
There were 3 of them,
Yeah.
and one is a 12-year-old. I mean, I don't know the ages of the other. They didn't bother to do that, and I didn't, cyber stalk them or anything.
Right.
It wasn't creepy.
Right. You sure?
But man, they were jumping on this ramp, and this ramp was a custom-made ramp that they built. But the inner part of it is a Polaris.
That's
so
cool.
you can literally drive the ramp.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My understanding is they've actually done tricks while the ramp was moving.
Wow.
And
that's impressive.
That's on my bucket list. I always wanted to drive my Jeep up onto a car trailer while it was moving.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be so much fun.
And
It'd be a
Mythbusters
hell of a
proved
lot.
you can do it.
I'm sure you can, but it would have to,
it can
you
be
would
done.
have to roll onto it with the clutch in.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
if that tire's doing 65 and you hit something that's essentially stationary to the Jeep, right?
Yeah, you'd have to plan it and hit the clutch and roll right on.
I don't know how Knight Rider rocked that time and time again.
Timing.
Well,
those
because
stunt
it
guys.
has.
Oh, it was rear-wheel drive.
Right.
That was rear-wheel drive.
You got to use a front-wheel drive car or a rear-wheel drive car. You can't use like a four-wheel drive car.
No, I get that. That. But I'm saying, even at that, it's a challenge in its own, and Knight Rider killed it every
time.
time.
Every time. Mike just said.
I was just going to say, right?
For that, yeah.
That was a dream team.
They were doing backflips and shit. It was ridiculous how cool it was.
Yeah.
So I took some pictures from that, and
the amount of athleticism is like,
oh my god,
it's crazy.
It really is.
Say that 5 times fast.
Screw you, screw you, screw you,
but,
screw you.
I posted out, hey, can your Jeep Invasion do this?
Right.
Because I've never been to a Jeep Invasion or a Jeep show.
That level of entertainment, right.
It was on point.
Yeah, he delivers.
There was some great looking Jeeps down there. They had some real nice. It wasn't a big vendor show.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Liquid Iron
kind of the
Industries
purpose of
was
it.
there.
Yeah.
I think Hamburger Supercharger was there again.
Yep. That guy's everywhere.
Yeah. Roush Creek was there, and there was somebody else, and of course selling the wares and the T-shirts and stuff.
Right.
But I want to give a shout out to my man Coop. He was the dude in charge of all the parking of the Jeeps.
Cool.
And he had his stuff together.
Nice.
And, it was just super friendly with everybody.
Yeah.
And,
and that's the trick, too. It gets stressful,
And I think we actually talked about New Jersey Jeep Invasion in the summer.
Yeah.
How nice the whole staff was doing that. And, that
and
was
for
a
as many
stressful
people
time.
there, like, very personable, too.
Yeah.
And it's not just us. Like, I seen them with a lot of different people. So, definitely a legit crew.
Yeah, so I'm going to shout out my guy Coop, and thanks for all your help and hanging out with me.
It's a cool name.
He's a cool name.
Cooper.
They had he had a photographer there and an Apache helicopter.
That. Yes.
And you could pull your Jeep up in front of it and get a professional photo taken and printed right there.
So, fun fact, the Apache helicopter has one of the fastest baud rates ever in anything.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's communication process because it's got two separate, not two separate. It's got several modules on board, but the one that they use for the cannon, where it's part of the helmet. And if you move your head, it moves it delivers at like 1 million. It's like 1 million bits per per second or something like this. Crazy.
That's insane.
Technology, I believe it originally came from Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't use it in their cars, but
they're
like, well, they just R&D everything.
Yeah, they've got that 50 caliber that comes out of the hood.
Yeah, right.
James Bond.
But
shit
it was,
right there.
I mean, how cool is it to, pull your truck up, your Jeep up to a helicopter? They had one plane that was, a plane that had been used on a carrier, so the wings folded up and everything, so you could do that as well.
Nice.
Man, it was.
Now, was the Apache operable? Like, was it still
Yeah,
functional?
it took off and would drag you behind it. To about 150
cool,
feet,
dude.
you could just sit there and dangle and look down.
Like cut the hook and your Jeep would just hit the
float
ground
down,
and bounce.
Yeah.
And, that'd be
No,
cool.
it wasn't operable. As a matter of fact, it was pulled out on a
because it wasn't
dolly.
there when we were there in the fall.
Yeah, it was.
Are you
it was
sure it
inside. There were stairs that you could go up and sit in the cockpit.
That wasn't the Apache.
Are you sure?
No, I have pictures of that.
Blackhawk.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
No, because I would have been like glued to it. That's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite aircraft ever.
Yeah,
It was a Blackhawk.
Yeah.
I don't know my helicopters. I know my.
But this was an
airplanes.
Apache because I did see it
I
in
think
the picture.
it was an Apache. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember everything about it, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. I was the first person to
What
jump
about
in line there.
Apache?
I don't know.
Not
Oh, my
Apache.
God.
Sober October, boys.
my
my
God.
brain cells are firing on everything.
On everything. So with that, such a great event, and then the boardwalk on Sunday at Ocean City, and man, it's impressive. I mean, we all know what Jeeps look like parked in a parking lot.
Yeah.
But until you've seen miles of Jeeps on a boardwalk, you haven't lived, and that's pretty awesome to see that. And how cool is that?
I saw some pretty cool ones on Instagram because I wasn't there, but
Yeah.
you know.
But there were some. There were some on Sunday
Terry,
that weren't there on Saturday.
Hey Terry,
right?
you see this one? And you were like, no, I didn't see that
I
one.
didn't see that one. I suck. But right now, tickets went on sale last
They already
night.
sold out the first 250.
Yeah. The New Jersey Jeep Invasion tickets are on sale. I think they have 250-ish more
Less.
at that,
Less than that.
pre-500.
Right.
And then after that, they go to regular price.
Right.
But you need to get them before they're gone.
Mhm.
They are available. Go to
ASAP.
just Google search New Jersey Jeep Invasion and get your tickets. Buy your damn tickets now. Don't call me up and go, hey, do I need a ticket? Yeah, you need a ticket. Buy a ticket.
Are you laughing at the same thing that
It's the best.
Yeah, you need a ticket. But get your ticket so that you can have your Jeep on the beach out there. Alias is not going to park in the back of the tent this year. He's going to be out front with some kind of thing in front of him. But anyway,
I hope so, because I think Alias may get a big overhaul this winter, and I don't know if Alias is getting done by spring.
you better get it ready.
I hope so.
I'm working on it.
But our thanks to Jamie and the team down there for taking such good care of us, and the food. They had a food truck there. It was awesome. Anyway, I could go.
God, the pizza thing, the pizza brick oven. Oh my God, that was
It's
And
summer.
everybody's so,
Yeah, that was so
I mean,
good.
just everybody's so cool at these events.
It really
Yeah,
was.
His
they really
events.
are.
That's awesome. So Mark Campbell, way to go, man. That is the funniest thing I read in a while.
Well,
That's not what you were laughing at. That's what I was laughing at.
Here's what's going to happen right now. We got a review. It's been a while since we got a review.
See that?
And reviews really help us. So right now, push pause on your player and go write a damn review for us. It's awesome. Make sure it's a 5-star and how great we are and everything. But push pause. We'll give you 5 seconds to go do that.
Mhm.
Pause. All right, you're back. And we appreciate that review. But Don, I think we have a review that gets to be read tonight.
Yes, sir. This has everything needed for Jeep. I consider myself a novice when it comes to the brand, so it's great listening to people who not only have expertise but also have a passion. Couldn't recommend Terry and the crew more highly.
Oh, how did I get singled out in there?
Fuck you.
I'm not an expert in anything.
Oh, that looks like it's from Dolomite.
No,
JL.
you are the fearless leader. You deserve
are.
to be. Yep. I mean, besides, you were the guy that put all the hard work in this weekend, and
I happen to be the guy that's sitting in the middle of the camera. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're best looking too.
We're kind of turned most of the time. I think that's why people don't recognize.
But I think I got
us.
like a side profile. I like my side profile better than
you got a good side profile.
Front and nose is a little crooked, been broken a couple times.
You know,
teeth are a little crooked, been punched.
I like to see you best when I'm looking this way. You look damn good when I'm looking that way.
Definitely.
So we appreciate that from Dolomite JL for tuning in with us and giving us that review.
Jason's telling me that I have to drive his Jeep next.
Yeah?
On the YouTubes.
Get on it.
He has a JK on 37's AEV 3.5.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So we live with him.
Nice.
Only 100 tickets left.
Only 100 of those first 500 are available. We're getting a live update as we speak.
That's awesome.
So let's make it 0
by the end of the night.
Yeah,
maybe tomorrow morning.
Maybe tomorrow. Let's give it a day.
Yeah.
To get out there, but let's make it 0 so that everybody else has to pay full price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're assholes like that.
Terry, do I have to buy a ticket?
Yes, two of them. Mine and yours. Terry's is free.
You had a ticket left over from the year before
I still have a ticket.
Yeah, because we couldn't go the year before. I think.
Mm-hmm. No, it's because we couldn't go, and then we got a booth.
Then we got a booth. Right, yeah.
So,
which we will have again this time. We'll actually do more than one.
Better, plan more things. We're gonna have. I don't know.
I might spend some money and buy some shirts to give away while we're there. Maybe we'll sell some.
I think we got to have like a raffle and sell some.
All right, let's sell some. Sell some.
And maybe like a game.
Daddy's got to eat.
We need a game.
Oh, we need. We get a little spinny thing or something.
We need a spinny thing.
Spinny things do the magic. They really do.
But I don't want what are we talking about here? I want a Price is Right spinny thing.
I know one of those big ass wheels.
We need a Plinko.
Where it just makes that loud click, 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 click. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll order that. Do they have that on Amazon?
I'm sure they do.
We need a Plinko.
Plinko would be good.
Yeah. I need a Plinko.
Right.
Jeep Plinko?
Let's get on that. Woo! All right, since we've been at an event, let's talk about some events. We got quite a bit going on here.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not going. No, I am going to this first one.
You're going to the first one.
So JEEP Scavenger Hunt is it's an awesome ride throughout the Lehigh Valley, ending at Wilcox Farm Corn Maze in Boyertown, Pennsylvania, and that is October 9th. And if you're looking for more information on that, head over to the Jeep Enthusiast of Eastern Pennsylvania's main Facebook page. Click on that events button, and you'll find out all the need-to-know information on that event. Next, we got Jeeptoberfest, October 15th to the 17th, and that is in Kirby Farm. Ugh.
It's in Florida.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's Kirby Family Farm in Florida. Yeah.
And then we got Crawling for Canines, October 15th and 16th at Roush Creek. And let me tell you, there's a lot of open spaces still on that, and that's a great cause. It supports fallen police dogs and fallen, canines that serve in the line of duty.
Yeah.
So absolutely awesome
Good
that event. And then there's Boo at the Zoo, Creepy Jeep Contest, October 23rd at the Cape May Zoo. And let me tell you, that's always a fun time. Maybe if if Big Red's done by then, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll drive down there one day.
That is such a great time.
I know.
Yeah, great time.
And we get to see Monkey
out.
Butler.
Yeah, Monkey Butler. Yeah, they bring Monkey Butler out for us.
Exactly. So, and then finally, we have a awesome event coming up in November. We're getting into the November events, and this event is at AOAA, and let me tell you, next week we're going to have an awesome gentleman. His name is Michael, and he is from Apex Off-Road and Mission, well, he doesn't work for Mission 22, but they're partnering with Mission 22 on this event to have an amazing off-roading event up at AOAA, and it is called Wheel to Heal, and Mission 22 helps veterans get back to, in society and deal with and cope with some of the, hardships that they endure when they come back from serving.
Yeah, it's tough to reacclimate, if you will, especially with PTSD and stuff like that. So they do great work with that. We were there last year.
We just showed up.
Yeah, and great guys, and so we kind of got to meet them and start that.
Especially now with them bringing everybody back. I mean, there's more need now than there is been
absolutely
ever. So,
absolutely. So that's Wheel to Hill, and that's at AOAA, and you definitely have to go.
On top of it, they got like upwards of $10,000 in raffles.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So get up there, go buy raffles tickets.
Right, exactly.
I think last year they raised upwards of like $6,000 to $7,000.
Oh wow!
That's awesome.
It is. It's
and
amazing.
This year they're trying to get over 10. Right. So let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen, and we're going to have Michael on next week, and talk about it and let him spill the beans, if you will.
Absolutely.
I love having people in to spill the beans.
Yep. Spill the beans and give it the onion.
Give it the onion.
So that is catching on. I don't know if you've noticed that in YouTube.
Really?
I've heard beans, onions, bananas, different YouTube channels.
I love it. Well, keep it going. Keep it going.
We got to give it the onions.
Now, got to give them. Just it's like the food processor on the back of Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, the third one.
Yeah, when he throws just garbage in there, pours the sodas and stuff in there. Yeah, it's
like my dog's
stomach. What is that thing called?
The DeLorean?
No, I know the car, but what's the
I forget what he called it.
Oh, because it was a food processor.
Let's
it was
put
really
it out to our
popular
listeners.
at that time.
Yeah. What it was called.
Yeah, I would do a giveaway, but I still have to ship out the giveaways.
Time to slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
we have a big giveaway coming up.
We do.
750, right? Where are we at?
No, I mean we have a literal big.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, are we giving that for the YouTube? 750?
Well, it's got to be a local pickup, so I don't know.
We could ship anything.
At
their expense.
Their expense.
You want it, but you're paying for shipping, man.
Right.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
then there's
that still would be a good deal.
Then there's that $60 handling fee.
That's right.
Yeah.
$20
Beverage
is $20.
fee.
That's right.
Beverage fee.
Oh, Mr. Fusion. One of our listeners
That's
came
right.
up with it.
Nice.
Look at that, Daniel. Thank
There you
you
go.
very much for coming up with that Mr. Fusion. I love it. That helps out a lot. Well, you talked about your cobwebs that you've started decorating with over there.
Yeah, man. I'm not kidding you. I came in this morning, and I was going to put the battery charger on it just because it's been sitting for a week, and I got a little bit of a draw. And there was cobwebs on it.
Yeah.
It's decorated itself.
Self-decorating.
Yeah, man.
I love it. I've started decorating my Jeep for Halloween. Why do people decorate Jeeps? No other car decorates.
No, not really. Christmas time, once in a while, you get the minivans with the
antlers.
Yeah,
but that's as far as they
Rudolph
go.
nose.
Yeah, that's as far as they go. Yeah. But I'm going to go pretty full out. I already have chains and multiple skeletons.
I got to figure out a theme for mine.
Other people do spiders.
I got 2 days.
Yeah, you got to hurry up with that. Just mummy. I'll just wrap it in toilet paper.
Wet it down, done.
Yeah, done. I think we used that one already, but let's keep doing it.
It's not a wet T-shirt contest. It's a mummy contest.
So why? I love the idea of decorating a vehicle, and we go to. There's a couple of shows in the area, and people like to do it trunk or treat, and they decorate, and they go all out.
Yeah,
it's crazy. The Boo at the Zoo, it's a full contest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they give away a buttload of prizes for that.
Yeah.
Have you ever decorated yours?
One time.
And
I wouldn't even really call it decorating. I got one of those movie screens you can see from the backside.
Oh yeah.
And then ran a LCD projector off the inverter. With like a ghost thing on repeat, like a ghost walking around on repeat, and that was the extent of it.
Back.
I can do it. I don't have an inverter though. Yeah, no, I did it. So I actually opened up. It was the old black one.
Okay.
And it was for a fundraiser for my daughter's softball or something like that. And I opened up the back and then swung the gate open and then hung that screen in the back. Put the LCD projector on the center console and plugged it into the inverter and I pipe music through. I pipe music through the aux cord and the radio, and
perfect.
Yep. Sat there.
There you go.
That's
somebody brought
idea.
a goat next to me, and I spent my night petting the goat.
That must have been.
That was a great night.
That's a good night. Yeah.
All you need is a goat.
Goat and I were eating Snickers all night long.
That's right. Now you've decorated Big Red.
Once or not like full out. Like
No, not
a couple
full out.
cobwebs and
Yeah.
the the eyes in the front maybe look like cars and this and that, but nothing full on.
And have you got an idea of what you're going to do?
No idea whatsoever.
None.
Pinterest, here I come.
Yeah, right. I feel like when I go to these
but like
fall
Reaper's
car
hard,
shows,
but like
you could do Reaper.
Sorry, I kept saying LED.
All right,
LED.
Because that would push the LED.
Yeah, LED didn't draw as much. I borrowed it from work.
There you
Yeah, LED projector.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. We go to these car shows in the fall, and they pull up, and literally, I don't know, 30 people get out and just start decorating the same car, and it's full.
I don't have that kind of support crew.
I know, it's a full support crew, and they do tombstones and all this stuff out in front of the vehicle that ties into the theme of the vehicle. Yeah. Mine, I want to be able to drive mine down the road.
Which I don't know how you're doing with chains and a skeleton like strapped to the hood.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of zip
ties.
Does
his head like nod and stuff?
No, everything's zip tied pretty solidly. I do.
I love it.
I do have there's a skeleton head that I've zip tied to the footman's loop.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And it actually will move left and right a little bit.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Depending on if
crosswinds.
Yeah. If I'm pulling beside an 18-wheeler, its head turns this way.
Awesome. Like stares at it.
I mean, it doesn't get that far, but it does move around. So I'm sure it's doing a number on my paint on the hood. But I've had enough stuff do a number on the paint on the hood. But I'm trying to figure out what's next. I know I already have
strobe
purple
lights.
LED lights that I just need to put on. They've got little battery packs that run off a battery, so I just need to up my game with that, get some batteries and do that. I've seen we go to the trunk or treat. It's at Hanoverville Roadhouse, which is a local watering hole restaurant in the area, and they do a cool trunk or treat for the kids and everything. But it's still adult oriented, which is fun because partake and have the kids come around and get some candy. Here, kid, have a whole bag of candy.
I actually gave a kid last year a whole bag of candy.
Bag, here you go.
It was the end of the night, and I was like, I only gave out like 6 pieces of candy here, so I gave it.
This isn't going home with me.
Yep.
But they actually literally, somebody had this old car that was a hearse. And they themed it out with a casket and a whole nine,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so cool with the purple strobe lights and everything.
Yeah, I guess you could really get into it. I grew up in a household where we put out 2 things and called it Christmas. It was a stocking and half a Christmas tree.
Right.
So I don't know. Like if it wasn't for Amy and the kids, I probably wouldn't decorate at home either.
Yeah, it's funny because I can give a rat's ass if I decorate the house.
But the Jeep,
I gotta decorate the Jeep because I do it for Halloween, and then pretty much 2 weeks after November starts,
right,
all that stuff comes off and gets replaced with Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm not a super Christmas guy.
I'm not much of a decorator. I'm sorry,
but I'm gonna decorate the shit out of my Jeep. The only downside is it's really hard to wash when it's decorated.
Yeah.
It's true.
So,
So speaking of hearse, I saw a cool one the other day. It was parked on Main Street.
Cool hearse?
And it had caution school students on the back. How morbid is that?
It's messed up.
No, it didn't say drive. It just said caution school students.
Oh my god,
it was great.
How bad is your life as a student if that's the car you learn how to drive on?
Oh, that would be freaking awesome, dude.
That would be awesome. So I guess we could all go to Spirit Halloween and get some stuff.
We can go nuts.
Order off of of Amazon. Is there any tricks? What the electronics is kind of where I'm
not. Again, I've not decorated. I mean, like I said, that one time, and that was it. So.
Are you in the parade?
No.
Are you in the parade?
I am in the parade.
What parade?
There's a parade on Thursday. I gotta decorate my Jeep.
A Jeep parade. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, Whitehall.
Jeep, JP?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a
real limited number because the communities. I mean, I think we had like 40 in the last one, and they were a little bit. We took up too much of the parade.
Well, that's pretty much the whole parade,
right? Exactly.
It was the whole parade.
But no, the parades are great because you decorate and you don't have to do highway speeds when you're in a parade.
Yeah, so it changes the rules for decorating your Jeep,
right?
You know.
And there are some. I mean, literally, there was one that came with a UFO, and it was this lit umbrella upside down. It had all these lights around it and everything. It was absolutely brilliant. It was so good. They called it Area 51.
Yeah,
and they had the inflatable aliens on it and everything. Oh, it was great. I'm like, why can't I think of those things?
Yeah, I know.
And
because we don't have a whole day to sit around and think about those things.
I know.
That too.
We need to get a Pinterest.
I was just going to say that. I'll be damned. I was going to say use Pinterest.
I don't
the
know
website
that I've
for
ever,
all us uncreative people.
I've never
non-creative.
used Pinterest.
The face pads and the Pinterests and
I've used Pinterest.
So, Jason says Christmas decorations are the new lift, light bar, and other tricks.
5 horse
Christmas lights before lockers.
Each little Christmas bulb counts as what 0.1 of a horsepower or something.
It does add the horsepowers.
All the horsepowers.
But no, my chains on the front. I thought they were going to be noisier than they are. They're not. They're the plastic chains.
You know what you should do? Hang off the winch a Toyota, and in a noose.
A little
Toyota in a noose.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that.
And then you could even go down the road like in the parade and just bounce it up and down with the winch.
Don't give me ideas. No, because I'd run over it. I'd forget, and the winch line would be
dragging a Toyota truck behind you, flipping around like the dog you forgot that you tied to the back bumper.
Yeah, he probably kept up for the first mile and a half. So here's what I want. This is a quick topic. We didn't have a lot going on, but I want you to take pictures of your decorated Jeeps if you're into that sort of thing, and I hope you are. I encourage you to be, even though if these two bah humbugs.
No, I'm looking it up now. I'm going all out.
But I want to see them, so I want you to send them out, and I want you to tag.
Take some pictures of my cobwebs tomorrow.
the Jeep Life Podcast.
I think I may have the ultimate zombie apocalypse vehicle there.
There you go. That's always a fun one. The zombie apocalypse response vehicle. Yeah, you can come up with something.
I think I got that one under control.
If I had like an old Gladiator or an FC, if I had an FC, I would totally do Sanford and Son. Oh,
that's one of the best theme songs
ever. That was awesome.
It was awesome. Maybe I'll throw that in the edit if I can remember. So get out there. Either email them in at info@JeepLifePodcast or tag us in the Instagrams if the Instagrams are actually working.
Pictures.
But I got to tell you, I want to thank our Patreon subscribers.
Gosh. Yeah.
We're gaining Patreon subscribers. Keep it up. You allow us to do the cool things that we do, like go to these events and broadcast live and be able to.
Even though 2/3 of us didn't go.
Even though 2/3, but we've gone. 3/3 of us have gone before.
This is a shit team, man.
Right, and
we're fired.
By the way, if anybody out there is interested, I've got
two new seats available at the podcast.
as soon as you're available,
that's awesome.
Kick these yahoos out because you'll go to the shows. I know you will. But yeah, thanks to our Patreon, and we do a lot of stuff for our Patreon listeners before everybody else gets to be involved. So we appreciate that. We encourage you, hey, $3 a month, get you that sport level, And
I got to send out some stickers. I promise there are some stickers coming out.
we need to get our shit together.
Yeah, we really do.
But we appreciate
the problem
that.
is we all have to work and take care of families and everything else, and it's not.
Get those more Patreons. Maybe we wouldn't have to.
What that ain't.
Well, so if we're doing this by who's had their job the longest, I'm out now. You guys have to work.
All right, fair. You can be out first.
I've
definitely
always been on the bottom rung,
the
though.
young guy.
Yeah.
People can find us on our listener voicemail. Do you have that number
You know what?
up?
I want everybody first to head over to your email, type in info@jeeplifepodcast.com, and send us a review. Say hi. I don't care. Just send us a damn email.
Yeah.
Send us a picture of your Jeep. Send us a coupon to go, I don't know, for a Visa card to go buy us beer. Or I don't know what, but send us an email. Secondly, head over to our link tree, linktr.ee backsplash. Yeah, backsplash.
Talking kitchens much?
Yep.
Yep.
Jeep Life Podcast. And that's going to get you hooked up with all the valid links that you're looking for. Our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't know what else we have. Whatever. I don't think we have a Twitter. But
We have a Twitter. I don't think we've ever used it.
The Pandoras, the Spotifys, the Apples, the everywheres.
Spotify is a big thing going
Yeah.
right now. That's the second biggest podcast repository, and we're
on it.
We're on it, and we're leading the way.
We are actually.
the number
we just
one.
pulled ahead of Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah, right.
So doing well there.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, that's right.
We're taking him down.
I don't know.
But also on the YouTubes. Get on the YouTube, subscribe
hit that subscribe button. 750, we're giving out another swag pack.
Yeah. So
we're at 616.
Maybe a 220-pound package coming your way.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Right. So do that YouTube. Just search for us. You'll find us, and you'll get to see all of our antics and cool stuff.
Wait till you're done.
Now go ahead.
I have big news for our listeners.
All right.
Guess which vehicle passed the moose test? You guys know what the moose test is?
I don't know what the moose test is.
You hit a moose and keep on going?
No, it's the test that was designed to avoid mooses or meese.
Yeah, the plural is meese, is right.
No, I think it's moose.
It's moose.
Moose. It's not mooses.
Goose. The plural of goose is geese.
Nah,
moose
it's not
is
meese,
meese.
though. I don't think it is.
I think it is.
But anyway, the JL Wrangler. There are Porsches and BMWs that did not pass this test.
Really?
The JL Wrangler passed the test.
How about that?
Rubicon, too.
The Rubicon.
Collision avoidance.
Yeah, so it's you're in a 12-foot lane. You have to
swerve
swerve over into the other 12-foot lane without leaving it, and then back again in 20 feet at 43 miles an hour.
Wow.
I can't do that.
And the JL did it.
And the JL did it.
How about that?
Yeah. That was a 2019 Rubicon.
Pretty impressive.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Was it a 4xe or just a Rubicon?
Nah, it was just a Rubicon.
392?
Two-door.
No. Oh, two-door, yeah.
In four-wheel drive or not in four-wheel drive?
Not in four-wheel drive.
Dry pavement.
Yep,
Dry
dry
pavement.
pavement, definitely.
So you won't be in four-wheel drive for that dry pavement.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. I just thought I'd put that good news out there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Plural of house.
Yeah. I don't want to hear this bullshit that these things roll over anymore.
Stop making shit up now.
Mouse, mice, house.
This is
mice.
bad
Nieces.
information for the young minds that listen to this podcast.
All those, we put the explicit.
Yo,
tag
man,
on
quit
there.
procrastinating. Let's end this.
All right. Hey, guys, we appreciate you listening to us. Come see us at all of our events like New Jersey Jeep Invasion. We'll be
you're
there.
only going to get 2/3 of us, so go see Terry anyway.
Yeah, anyway, I'll be there.
Nice big Jeep wave to you.
There's a big Jeep wave. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Oh, good show.
Absolutely.
All you live people, you guys rock. You just keep the comments going.
I love it. That's my favorite part, I think, of doing this anymore.
I know. I want to stop talking and just read the...
It's part of my problem with this show. I mean, Mark Campbell was the best. Did you see that? That's what him and I were laughing at.
Yeah.
No,
Where is it?
I was laughing at something else completely.
Something else we're not going to...
The hell with Sober October. It's Bender till December.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. Yeah, man. The listeners online in the comments, they just make it. So
absolutely.
Keep it up, guys. We appreciate it. And, I can't wait till
Dude,
next
we got to
time.
go see Mark Campbell. I don't care if we just fly up
I
and
said,
see
let's
him.
just
Dude, I know. We just go hang out with him.
Just go chill with him.
Like where he lives, we got to get one of those planes with pontoons on it.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
I have a brother that can hook that up.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
That's right.
All right.
Wait, your brother can pick us up in ABE and then keep on going?
Keep on going.
We got this under control.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
All right. See you.